Hey, what's going on everyone? So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at a few figures from the second round of the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm archive wave that they released. I've got all four of them. The Tusken Raider, I think I'm going to save for a separate video, and we'll just hit the three troopers for this video. So starting with the Shore Trooper, really nice trooper design. This was originally released, I think, in 2016. Great looking figure. It's a shame it did not come with the E22 blaster, which is what he really needs. That's what they used on Scarif in Rogue One, was the E22, but instead they gave us an E11. It's a good looking figure though. But yeah, that's what the front looks like. You got the 50th anniversary Lucasfilm logo up there. You got Shore Trooper up here. You got a nice picture down there. And on the back, same picture. You get a short bio in a few different languages. The Lucasfilm timeline here. Some stuff that no one reads. And on the bottom, you get the barcode and more stuff that no one reads. And moving on to the Imperial Death Trooper, same card back, everything's the same. And through the window, you can see the trooper, nice looking trooper once again. And I think this came out in 2016 also. And this one comes with two blasters. That is an SE-14R, and you get an E11D, which is a really cool looking blaster. Really like that a lot. And last, we have the Imperial Hovertank Driver. I think this was originally a Toys R Us exclusive from 2016, and I think it was Hovertank Pilot then, but they changed it to Driver, because if you think about it, you don't really pilot a tank, you drive a tank. So now it's Hovertank Driver. But once again, it's a nice looking trooper, and he comes with an E11. So yeah, three really nice troopers in this wave. I'm gonna get these guys open, and let's take a look at them. All right, so I got these three guys open, and I think I'm gonna do the Shore Trooper and the Tank Driver first, and then the Death Trooper third, just because these two are essentially the same figure. So starting with the Shore Trooper, this is one of my favorite trooper designs, I think. Seeing these guys for the first time in Rogue One, I was blown away at just how cool they looked. And then I was super happy to see them in the second season of The Mandalorian. That was just a real treat seeing these guys again. But this helmet design is just killer. I love that. A little bit of touch of red there, looks nice. This is very similar to the Scout Trooper, this little bit. Now it's a good looking visor, got some nice sharp lines here, just looks so good. Chest armor, these little buckles, they're sculpted in, but yeah, they look good. Got a white stripe on the left shoulder, got some red and yellow there. That's what the back of him looks like. This is slightly different from most troopers that we've seen. This is probably some kind of ventilation to keep him cool on Scarif, maybe. I don't know, who knows. Yeah, but the back of the helmet's got some nice paint here and there. Standard trooper belt. This guy's got this little pouch here. I guess that's some extra canisters for his blaster. Now, I've seen some pictures comparing the archive release to the original, and I think what they've done on the two troopers here is they've made them just a little bit dirtier. You got some more dirt up here. You got some dirt down here. So that is one difference, just slightly dirtier. That's about it. Yeah, but all the armor on his arms looks really good. This whole thing on the back of his hand looks nice. Pants, just brown pants, but a really nice texture, really nice wrinkles. I really like the shin armor a lot. That just looks great. And kind of going into brown shoes, kind of a brown, tan, brown kind of scheme. Looks really good. I love this trooper. Great design. So let's run through articulation on the Scout Trooper, and I have a feeling the Tank Driver is going to be very similar, but the head can go side to side. You've got some pretty good tilt. He can look down that much, and he can look up that much. And as far as arms, the left shoulder pad up here kind of stops. It's a little more stiff, but the right one is a lot softer, and you can bend it up a little bit, and it will actually go over the chest armor. So it's kind of weird. This one's a little stiffer. This pad's a lot softer, and it's not even glued up at the top. This one is stuck. So yeah, that's kind of weird. But the arms can rotate around. You've got single jointed elbows that get just to there. You've got a swivel at the elbow. You've got a swivel at the wrist. The right hand has a really nice up and down hinge, and the left hand is hinged side to side. You've got a swivel at the midsection. You've got some fantastic crunch, and you got some pretty good back too. And there's some decent tilt. There's an upper thigh swivel that is beautifully hidden by all these wrinkles. So this is a soft material down here, and that allows the legs to get up to there. You've got double jointed knees, but that's really all you get. The feet go down that far. They don't go up very much, and you've got some swivel at the ankle. And as far as accessories for the Shore Trooper, there's his E11, and I really, really wish, just like I said in the opener, I really wish they would have given him an E22. That is a way cooler blaster than the E11, but yeah, it is what it is. But I am so glad that they actually painted some scratches on this one. I think this is one of the more detailed E11s I've seen. I mean, you've got, it's cast in black, obviously, but you have some really, really nice silver scratches here and there. Scratches there, scratches there, scratches on the bottom. I mean, this is a really, really good-looking blaster. And let's see how he holds this blaster. So, the fingers are stiff. Okay, that goes in. The trigger finger doesn't get anywhere near the trigger guard, but it's actually pretty stable. It's really not bad. And I think he holds that pretty well in one hand. And for two hands, yeah, that's nice. The wrist hinge really helps. It's not the greatest elbows, but he can actually get up there, and I think that looks really good. I mean, he's practically aiming down the scope. I mean, from the side, it looks good. Front's one of the best fronts I think I've seen. That looks really, really nice. And from that side, just great. Yeah, I think this is one of the better two-handed aiming troopers I've seen. And let's take a look at the Hovertank Driver now. And this helmet is awesome too. These helmet designs are just killer. These sharp lines down here look great. Some black paint here and there, some grime. Love the visor. Yeah, what a good looking helmet on this one too. How it's cut right there looks really good. Got some dirt on the back. And I think the same goes for this one. I've seen pictures of the original release, and they basically just made this one a little bit dirtier. But it looks good. And like I mentioned, the armor is the same as the Shore Trooper, just with some different paint. All this in here is the same, just painted differently. Now, obviously, the Shore Trooper has a different belt, but it's the same figure. The arms are the same. The chest armor is the same. That's the same. The back is the same, just with different, some different paint here and there. Same pants, same shins, same shoes. Yeah, it's the same figure. It's just painted differently, but it looks really, really good. I love this figure already. Love the dirtiness in here. Just a little bit of black there looks great. The black showing through in here looks awesome. Pants, again, really nice texture. Some great wrinkles. Shin armor, love it. And the shoe. Now, I kind of wish they would have kept this same finish on the shin armor as the shoes. I mean, the shoes are surprisingly clean, but I mean, they're like dancing shoes. They're shiny. So I kind of wish they would have continued this on down to his feet, but it is what it is. But it's a good looking figure though. I really like it. So let's just run through articulation real quick on the Hovertank Driver. And I have a feeling it's going to be very similar to the Shore Trooper because it's basically the same figure. But you've got some side to side of the head. He can look down that much, and he can look up that much. And he doesn't have as good a tilt. He's got a little bit. So on this one, the shoulder pads actually recess into the chest armor. So that's a little bit different. So the arm's going to get up to there, and they can rotate around. And same thing, single jointed elbow that gets up to there. A swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist. Got an up and down hinge on the right, and a side to side hinge on the left. Same swivel at the midsection. Some great crunch, some really good back, and some slightly better tilt on this one. And same deal on this one. You got an upper thigh swivel that is practically masked by all these wrinkles. The legs can get up a little bit farther on the Tank Driver, and that's probably because this piece right here on the Shore Trooper is kind of hindering that one. The legs get out that far, and I may have forgot to mention that on the Shore Trooper. Yeah, it's the same. So yeah, that's what you got. And they don't go back much at all. And same thing, double knees, but that's all you got. Feet go down that far, and they don't go up much at all. And you've got some swivel at the ankle. And for accessories for the Tank Driver, there's his E11, and it's all one color. It's a dark gray. It's got some really nice sculpted detail in there, but there's no paint whatsoever. That's what the other side looks like. So yeah, just a standard E11. So let's see how the Tank Driver holds his blaster. That goes right in. And once again, the trigger finger kind of sits below the trigger guard. But it's actually pretty secure. There's not a whole lot of wobble. It's not going to fall out. And he looks good holding that with one hand. And same thing for the tank driver with 2 hands. That looks awesome. He holds that very well in 2 hands. From the side, it looks good. The front, love it. And from that side, yeah, it's a really good look. So yeah, these 2 troopers are really, really nice. I like these a lot. I think I like the shore trooper better just because it's got more color, but the tank pilot looks awesome. You know, it's the same figure. Everything about him is the same except for the helmet and the belt, but I like them a lot. 2 really, really nice troopers. And last, we have the Death Trooper. So this is not the squad leader or the commander, you know, the one with the pauldron over here. I've got that one, you know, that's got the pauldron. It's got more grenades. It's got a big ammo pouch. That one looks so much more beefy than this one. I mean, this one just looks super skinny. And I know Death Troopers are like 6'5". Okay, he just fell over. Yeah, Death Troopers are like 6'5", very lean. But this one, I don't know, it just looks super skinny to me. But it's a cool looking trooper though. I like this one a lot. The helmet, it's one of my favorite helmets. If the light hits it just right, the visor is green. And you've got a little bit of green down here. All this silver, all the detail up here, just looks really, really nice. Yeah, good looking helmet. And as far as the chest armor, these little buckles, I mean, they're sculpted in, but they're painted really nice. The arms look good. Got all these little technical bits here. Looks really, really good. All these lines in here, very nicely done. That arm looks good. Got this typical stormtrooper back here, the stuff that we see on every stormtrooper forearm. I don't know, what's that called, a van brace? Yeah, got that. In the back, this is very similar to other troopers. This is a little bit longer. Got some pouches on his belt. There's the loop for his small blaster. I kind of wish they would have given him an actual holster, but that's what the small blaster goes in, that little loop. And again, you've got some little lines sculpted in down here, kind of mixed in with all this shininess. Looks really, really good. That's what the shin armor looks like. Kind of wish they would have continued the same sheen. Once again, it's super shiny up here. Then the shoes are kind of a flat finish. Yeah, but there's some really nice ridges on the top of the shoe. Looks really good. That's awesome. Yeah, it's definitely a cool trooper. Very intimidating. Love the Death Trooper. First time I saw these guys in Rogue One, I was blown away. I was like, oh, these guys are so cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to have this one. So let's run through articulation on the Death Trooper. So you got some side to side of the head. Boy, this one's super tight. There it goes. Yeah, side to side of the head. Not much in the way of tilt. You got that much down, and he can look up that much. So on the Death Trooper, the shoulder pads are very soft, and they just ride right up over the chest armor, so the arms can get all the way up, and they can rotate around. You've got single jointed elbows that get just a little past 90. Got a swivel at the elbow, a swivel at the wrist. So both hands are hinged side to side on him, which I really do not like, especially for gun wielding. It really, really limits any kind of two-handed aiming pose. But yeah, there's the right, and there's the left. You've got a swivel at the midsection. He's got some decent crunch. He's got some pretty good back, and you've got some pretty good tilt. He has a swivel at the upper thigh that is hidden by the thigh armor. The legs can get up to there, and they go out that far, and they can go back that much. He's got double-jointed knees that get practically all the way up. The feet go down that far. They can get up about that much, and they can swivel at the ankle. And as far as accessories for the Death Trooper, there's his blaster pistol, the SE-14R. It's just one solid color. There's nothing special. There's not even a whole lot of detail on it. You've got a little bitty scope on the top. It's just like the other Death Trooper's pistol, but yeah, that's it. And let's see how he holds the pistol. So his fingers are tight. Okay, that goes in, yeah, okay. Trigger finger almost makes it to the trigger guard. It actually goes past it a little bit, but it's pretty stable. Ain't coming out. And it's a pretty good look. It's kind of a cool little blaster. And as far as keeping this one in its little loop, on my other Death Trooper, I've always gone scope on the outside. It's a little, yeah, there we go. I was going to say it's a little fiddly, but it goes in. It's moderately silly. Again, I kind of wish they would have given him an actual holster, but it does work. You know, once it's in, it's in. There's no possible way it's going to fall out. And it does kind of sit close to his body, so yeah, it's all right. And his other blaster is the E11D. This is one of my favorite blasters, I think. This is the one that I play with in Battlefront 2 on the Assault class. It's just a cool weapon. And this one is all one color except for that. You got a little bit of red there. It's got some nice detail here and there. See if I can do this. It's got some nice detail here and there. It's a cool weapon. I kind of wish there's a little bit of silver on the tip there. I think mine, I don't know, mine looks a little warped. I don't know, it's kind of a funny shape, but it is yeah, mine's kind of bent right there. I have to heat that up a little bit. Yeah, it's definitely a cool looking blaster though. So let's see how he holds the E11D. That goes right in. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, trigger finger, right through the trigger guard. Love it. That's a cool weapon. I love that one. So I may just leave him at sort of a ready stance, just awaiting orders. But man, what a good looking figure though. I love the sheen on this one, the shininess. I mean, this is so shiny. It just looks great, from head to toe. I mean, everything looks really, really good on him. Yeah, nice trooper design. And something I wanted to touch on real quick on the Death Trooper, his buckle right here is very similar to Vader's. I think that's pretty cool. I've never noticed that before. It's close. I mean, this is a little bit different over here, but these right here, very close. Yeah, that's neat. Yeah, so there you have it. 3 really, really nice troopers in this wave. I like them all. I like all 3 of them. I have no complaints. I mean, maybe some minor gripes about articulation in the Death Trooper, but they look great. Yeah, but please comment below. I would love to hear your thoughts on these. If you have a favorite, if you don't like any of them, or if you love all 3, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you like videos like this, please consider dropping a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. I would certainly appreciate it. And I just thank y'all so much for watching, and we'll just see you guys next time.